Damn, that was it. What up? What up? What up? What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all? It's your Uncle EJ, always your mother's brother, and your grandmother's good looking son, and your grandmother's good looking son. Shout out to ARP. Sorry, it's true. Wing Truth, Lawrence. Shout out everybody on the RBE staff. What's good with y'all? Intake, I'm sure, is in the building. The wonderful, lovely Joey Dot, excuse me, F Dot has just entered the building. Wing has went off camera from some strange reason and left me out here all alone to entertain you until she comes back. What's good with you, Miss F Dot?
What's up? What's up? How you doing?
I cannot complain. I cannot complain. I think we got like 4 or 5 more that's gonna pull up. Shout out to everybody that's in the comments. I cannot.
My apologies. I just had. EJ, we've been sitting here for the longest, and all of a sudden, I just had a major emergency just happen. This is crazy. But anyway, okay.
You good though?
I just resolved the problem.
Okay.
All right. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to F Dot.
What's up? What's up?
We do have several people pulling up. This is the NWO intake recap reveal. Wayne and the Breakdown crew, make sure that you guys go follow F Dot and Joy 9, myself, the Breakdown crew, Wave Gang Radio. It's a network. Last weekend we had the 2-day event, the intake 3.
Yes, ma'am.
And NWO 2, which is the No Way Out series with the Bricks. It was a lot of fun. Exhausting as hell. But it was a lot of fun. One of these days we're gonna get a VOD. Excuse me, not a pay-per-view. We're gonna get a VOD for this, and we'll be all ready. But we're gonna recap this. For those who have been following, we appreciate you for following the intake. This new series that we've been able to bring to you, where we closed the open one SKs, where we would just get talent, bring them on, display them on the big cards, on the brick cards. We now basically, and this surprisingly so was something that ARP was like, look, why don't we do this? And what if you could do this, if you could do that? Hey, what about a mass intake, or what about a mass 1SK event? And I'm like, hey, you know what? What if I could do this and what if I could do that? And he was like, hey, if you can do that, and we're here. So we have this mass situation that turned into the new brainchild, I guess. Again, it's exciting. It's actually a tournament is what this is. It's low key. Listen, RBE the low key put a tournament on y'all asses. Y'all didn't even know.
Real slick like.
No. So it is tournament style. It's 100 men and women to grace the RBE stage. And of those 100 men and women, we may pick a few to come on into the brick house with the other 40 bricks. Now, with that, maybe some people that may get pushed out of the way. You just never know what might happen. You just never know. But it's exciting. Shout out to Raw Image, Kenny.
What's good? What's good?
Joey. Space Baby Wayne was supposed to be coming up with us because he was also one of our other judges. I don't know if he'll be making it or not. I am getting a text from him right now, actually. But okay, he said he's getting his lighting together. He's backstage. But he'll be joining us as well. And like I said, it was great. It was really great. I am going to allow you guys to kind of recap. So since y'all were the judges, recap along with each of their Space Baby Wayne.
What up? What up?
Yes. Basically, we're gonna recap this event, the NWO card. Kenny and I were the judges for day one. Unfortunately, some of our other judges weren't able to make it for day one, so I had to fill in, which they had already told me they wanted me to judge. So I for Kenny to come join me.
Yeah, look, I'm going through my notes.
EJ was supposed to help me out as well. We had some things that went on, so we had to make it do what it do.
Glad to
And
be
then the whole crew was with us on day 2. So we will recap these battles or what have you, and then we will have a reveal of who will be advancing from here, because there will be a brick versus intake event along the way.
Mhm.
Along the way, there'll be a brick versus intake event, but only the best of the best. So this Sweet 16 reveal, we got a couple other categories, and then we have an intake 4 that will be, these people that will be advancing, will be battling this intake 4. So we're gonna get into that a little later, because it's kind of complex. If you're new to this whole intake process, these are all of the battles that y'all are watching right now. How ARP is dropping these bitches like I can't. This is all the new guys and girls that you're seeing outside of the bricks that are these 1-round battles are 1SKs on steroids. So let's get into it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what we talking about? Day 1?
I want to introduce yourselves once again. You can.
Y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, cool. All right.
I'm pulling up the card right now. And these intake folks is, when I tell you, they are shaking like a stripper in church on Sunday. Yes, sir.
There's no pressure. There's no pressure.
One of the things that we that we're big on with this process, Lawrence and I have, like I said, we've developed a process, and ARP is, when it comes to the word process, I know that that entails a lot. For us, what it really entails is the structure of it all. There is a structure when you come over and enter into this process. That's really more so what the word is used for, so that you understand that there's something to work toward, and there's a requirement to keep that exclusiveness of what it is that we're doing. It'll be 4 intakes, and as long as this does what it needs to do, next year we'll be doing it all over again. That's the plan. So we're only doing 4. It is closed right now because we have the intake 4 full. So I appreciate all the DMs, but we are closed.
Whew.
One of the outside of the battles, having good matches, there's another side that has to do with what you're doing when you're not battling. How visual are you? The promotion part of it, the relevance, all of these different things. So there's stuff that they have to do alongside of competing. So the judging came by way of the battles. The other part came by way of myself. So when we get into this recap, let's start with, let's go ahead and start with day 1. Do y'all have a card up?
I do. We starting with this, the intakes, right? Not NWO battles, right?
Right. If you want to talk about the NWO battles, we can, but we can definitely.
We can say though. I don't know. Y'all can agree. We can say the NWO. That's because it's some jewels in that one right there.
Okay.
But first on day 1 was Ghost versus Fuse the General, and I was familiar with Fuse the General, being that my first time seeing him was battling Ace Amin, so I kind of was familiar with him. But Ghost, man, look, they had me taking notes left and right with that battle. Hold on, man. Let me tell y'all right now. That battle, I ain't even gonna get into the winner, but what I will say, what I remember is Ghost, he was name flipping his ass off. Like I'll try to get to my notes without being so obvious with it, but they definitely are worth saying. So it was a good battle. But overall, what I do remember, like as far as like the constructive criticism, both of them did well. I believe Fuse the General went. I believe he went first. I could be incorrect. What do you remember, Wayne? Did he go first? Hold up.
EJ, did he go first?
I thought Fuse the General went first.
No, Fuse went first. Yeah, he sure did. Fuse.
This one might have missed.
Right.
Man.
Yeah. That was day one.
Yeah, okay. So Fuse went first, and what I would say was he had I took notes of this. He had great projection. Like he definitely captured the room and everything. Like when we started rapping, it was like, okay, everybody was like tuned in. So his vocal projection was great. He had this crazy, like, I don't know if he was doing this on purpose, but it was like movie sequels, like that Scary Movie 2, Ant-Man 2 Scheme. And it was like this How High ghostwriting scheme that he had that was fire. And I'm not even gonna try to rap it and mess it up, but it was fire. And this and he had the Spy Kid. It's crazy because you gotta be creative, use Spy Kids, but it was some dope shit. So Fuse was dope. Yeah, I in my notes he had great projection. So I will say that. But when we go to Ghost, it was just it's my first time seeing him. I said, okay, we see what he about. And out the gate, he was name flipping the shit out of Fuse's name. Like he had this general line, this cheap insurance joint. I ain't gonna mess it up, but that shit hit, and it hit in the room. And me, I ain't gonna lie, he had this Nick Bosa spin the block line, and me being a 49ers fan, I was all for it. I was rocking with it. So overall, I think I had Ghost taking it clear, and it's not one of those things where you hear him second, so it's the lasting impression. It was he was more creative,
right?
In my opinion,
and I apologize. Fuse went second. Ghost went first.
Okay, so now it's making more okay. So yeah, it was like Fuse set the bar. He was creative. Like what I kept remembering, it was like, damn, that was so creative. How much he was flipping his name, but he was punching within the name flips. I was like, okay, the bar has been set. It was creative. Now let's see what Fuse has. And Fuse had some shit. It was fire, but it was like it kind of. I want to say I don't know if he ended short, but it ended on a note like that was good, but that round was better, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? As far as with Ghost's round was better.
I listen, and to be honest, I agree with everything that you're saying. This was this match for me, it was really, I agree with like out the gates. Mm-hmm. I definitely agree with everything that you're saying, but and in this battle, it was kind of hard for me because I really edged it to Ghost. Really? For me, I edged it. It was just that this was one of those battles which was the same thing for the performance that Ghost had with Q Morgan in the first intake. This time around, he just came with a chip on his shoulder, and he was just that much better. For
that was my first time seeing him. He definitely left a good first impression, and it was this Fuse box, changed the energies, man. That shit hit. I like creative. I don't like I'm a stickler for creative writing. You know what I'm saying? So
name flips for me, the redundant name flips. If you're gonna do name flips, they gotta
be fire.
I don't want to hear the same shit that everybody else is doing, and that's what caught me too. It was. I'm glad that he did it that way because to me it wasn't safe. It wasn't like normal for name flips for me can be lazy writing.
Yeah,
it's just that simple. But it was not. This was not. So I definitely agree. He impressed me with that.
Yeah, great chain punching.
Okay, so the next battle up. Now this, for those again who may not have been following the intake, this is kind of a cool type of thing. ATS Rec versus EXA. Again, if you're watching some of these guys battle from intake 1, you will see the elevation as we continue on from intake 2 to intake 3. You'll see the elevation. But ATS Rec was a newer guy that had just came in, and the wonderful thing about that with him is that he had actually his brother from another crew, from his crew ATS, which for some of y'all may know, ATS is Payne and Tato. So these are two guys that have come into the intake. JT was in the intake second season, and now Rec is here third intake, and JT unfortunately was eliminated. Rec kind of came in and got his lick back for his brother, but was trying to. That's the way I kind of looked at it. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Wing, are you gonna let the other judges comment on the Ghost versus Fuse battle?
They weren't there. How are they going?
Oh, okay. I apologize. My fault.
Do we all need to introduce ourselves?
Can I do this?
Hey, I was just making sure. I'm just looking out. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
EJ, this might be the time for you to mind your business, bro. So let me say,
That's what we doing. Okay. I got
You're
y'all.
the only other person that can chime
I
in.
was just trying, and I'm looking out for y'all. I was trying to make sure they got their speaking time. You see how they did me, Wing? It's a wild world out here.
look. They don't know the people on the first card.
It was some fire battles on this day one.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, I was there though.
Really.
I know y'all was so tight about it. It was a tough decision to decide which way to come. I mean, which day to come. But
Especially the old battles and then the intake battles. I already know for real. Like it was.
I took it personally. I want you to know that.
I'm sorry. So yeah, ATS versus EAZ.
Whew. I want me to go. So I was only one. Me and you were the only ones there, as far as
and low key EJ.
Low key.
Well, high key shit.
High key. Okay.
No, EJ, you was there. I was, man.
Well, I'll just say right quick, because this battle, I believe EAZ went first. ATS Rec was quiet in the cut. I think old boy might even been asleep in the corner.
He was asleep
until his battle, right?
That's a day.
EAZ got in there and did his business. You know what I'm saying? I like the way he does his name flips and the way he does his wordplay. I thought that was fire. But ATS Rec, I never saw him coming, bro. Like
at all.
He was so fire. Like he got up out his sleep, wiped the cold out his eyes, and did crowd control. And he had bars, he had presence. And I was like, who is this? Like, where he come from? You know what I'm saying? So ATS Rec definitely stood out to me on day one. I was just like, dude came out the corner and just started rapping and had the crowd control and everybody was listening. And EAZ had a damn good round to me. You know what I mean? But it's like
really good round.
when your opponent,
another person that does name very, very well, and they were creative. His first performance was good, but this one, the elevation for me was just as great with the name flips and everything. Yeah. But I have to agree, I was not expecting Rec to pull that one out. And
I'm gonna
go ahead, Kenny. Go ahead.
All right, for EAZ, I got in big letters fire. Great, he got his great performance. Yes. It's like he knows how to work the stage. Like
he kind of had this little good thing going with the
with the drink. Yeah. With the drink.
I was like, what is this?
He knows how to work the stage and everything. Great performance. The highlight to me of his round was this recoil line. Y'all, when y'all drop it, you will see that shit. That was crazy. It was this crazy recoil line. And I ain't gonna lie, EAZ actually went first from what I remember. Because from my notes, he went first. So it was like, to me, he set the bar high, not only with performance, creative writing. Like you say, it wasn't lazy name flip. It was creative and it was captivating, like the whole round. So I'm like, okay, I don't know who ATS Rec is. I really didn't know who either one was, but I was like, yo, he got his work cut out for him. It's out the gate. Vocal projection is like out of here. I was like, oh shit, who's the little dude? Like, he had this good burger line.
Yes. The burger line was fire. Yeah.
Fucking Lakers line, the 4-0, like the Nuggets. He has some shit. And what did it for me at first, I was like, this round is good, but it seemed like at first he was just yelling to keep up the energy to appear to be keeping up with his opponent. But then he had these two fucking like buzzer beater lines that for me took it over the edge. It was this line about this brother. I ain't gonna mess it up, but if you were in the building, you know, it was like this brother. It's something about his brother. And then he had this line about I've been to hell so many times. I got the gate code or the gate code line to hell. I said, oh,
I've
that
been to hell so many times. I know the
I
gate
stood
code.
up on that.
yeah, ooh, yeah.
I had the knee
Yes, sir.
braces on. I had to get
Yes,
up
sir.
for that one. I had
And
to
to me,
get up for that one. Yeah.
those two lines, it was like this. Those two lines at the end, when you thought it was like, okay, this is a good round, but he needs something to kind of take him over to compete with EA Zays, like complete first round. And to me, those those hate makers at the end, that's what kind of gave him the edge. It took him over.
Yes.
Cause they were like back to back, like
They was
oh,
fighting. They was fighting. Yeah.
yeah. I wouldn't take nothing.
I too. I agree. I also gave it to Rack. I did too.
Yeah, and not to take nothing from EAZ, like
It was fire.
yeah, for sure.
Hi,
But
Rob.
was good. But Rec was doing. Yeah, he was a standout to me. In my
DJ,
opinion.
how about you?
Yeah.
What's that?
Who did you have?
I had ATS Rec. I mean, I've been saying that since day one. Yeah, I mean, he was one of my standouts. On, like I told you, like dude just got up out the corner, stretched and came in there, and EA put that pressure on that boy from the first round go. I was like, oh, okay, I like him. And then Rec went, and I was like, I never saw it coming. You know what I'm saying? It's like if anybody ever raced cars, it's like with the old car.
Saying he kind of had a slow build up.
No. Like I didn't know he was that good. You know what I mean? Like
I agree. I've heard he was.
Right, real talk. So it was my first time seeing him in person. So you know, sometimes I just see clips of people. I don't see a whole battle or whatever, or it's so many, it's 100 of you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so I was like, I bet I'll never forget his face though. I bet you that much.
Yeah, he was a standout.
All right, the next battle is Gary Alston and Don Rich.
Yeah.
All right. This is a style clash for me because it was performance and bars. And again, another battler having something to prove where they had a good performance, won their battle in the intake prior to, but just was all right. In my opinion, I'm going to tell you, I have no bars to quote. I liked what Gary did.
Yeah.
But Don took it to the next level for me. I had Don Rich in this, and it was really debatable. But for me, I had Don Rich in this. I edged Don in this one.
I agree. Like, I can't remember exactly who went first.
I believe Gary. Didn't Gary go
Gary?
first?
It was Gary. Because he had some bars. He had this like the sub, this like Rich with the, it was some like Jared sub line scheme that he had that hit. It was something else. It was something. He had a double entendre, like see the steps. Like Gary, I like Gary's writing, like his double entendres. He had some shit that was landing in the room. That's what kind of, to me, they made it very debatable at first. Like at first, like listen, but then kind of go back, look at the notes and who left more of an impression. I always feel like this is how I always do it. Which battler would you rather be leaving the stage? And that's kind of how you know what I'm saying, how you can kind of like, that's who the winner was. I'm trying to, oh my God, he had this Mr. Cat, Mr. Cat scheme, Prince T'Challa. And I don't think it hit in the room, but it was like one of those delayed things, like you know what I'm saying, like people caught it.
Slow burn. It was a slow burn, right?
Yeah. So Gary was fire. He was dope. He was really dope. But Don, man, out the gate, because he was small in stature. Where's he from? Where's Don from? Anybody?
Florida. He's from Florida.
Florida. I could see the southernness, and I say he from the South. Because I was getting like some like Rich Boy T.I. type vibes from him. Like
shout out to the South one time.
Yeah, I said rough from the South. He had this Hunger Games bar out the gate that I said, oh, okay. I mean, I was already listening, but it caught my attention, like, because you gotta really know. And then he came back with this dub. It's like a Peter Griffith line. I watch Family Guy, so I was rocking with it. This goddamn Dove soap joint about I ain't gonna mess the bar up. But it's this Dove soap bar that was fire. And I use Dove soap, you know what I'm saying? That Dove soap shit was creative. I haven't heard it before.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him some more shit. Oh, he even shouted you out with like what he said, wing viewing the body, Valkyrie. I think I don't want to mess with Bar, bro, but that shit was fire. Like, if you went to that, you know what Valkyrie, like the wing and the bird and the standing over the
Yeah. That's that. You know what? It's funny. I like if you're gonna do wing flips.
Yeah.
They gotta be, you know what I mean? Because it's not wing. It's not a wing. It's that, but it's not. It's like it's more of a majestic thing. If you know my first name, you know what it means and all of that. So when you do bars like that, like Valkyrie and the whole mystical thing, goddess and stuff like that, it does resonate for me. In the first intake, Juvelli had one with the what's the shoe? I always do it with the shoe with the wing.
What is that? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I looked and I was like, that shit was kind of creative. Damn. You know what I mean?
He had some shit.
Venom had the nerve to flip my first name. My nigga, you don't know me like that. Don't be talking. Don't use my first. Don't use my government. Brenda gonna roll over in the grave. Don't do it. We're not personal. But that shit was fire. That shit was fire. So
you know when
Don can write. Don can write. It was like it wasn't so much like necessarily like simplistic, but it was like kind of like straight to the point, but effective. Effective. Like he had this whipping.
It was simplistic, but the way he performed it, it had some intricacy in it, but it was simplistic enough that it didn't go over your head. It was right there, straight to the punch. And the way he performed it, like his conviction and aggression for me.
Yeah, like
it put it over the top for me. Where Gary had bars, and the performance with the joking for me. We had another more performance-based NWO battle, and Gary kind of even spoke about that too. I compared what he did versus them. That was Prophet and Jers. What Prophet and Jers did with the performance and the bars, I needed that transition to be a little better with Gary.
On this one, because I had Gary this damn battle. I don't know what y'all talking about. Like, I got two things that are required. Two things that are required in the battle. I needed demoralization of an opponent, and I need to be entertained at the same time. I was fucking entertained by Gary. At the same time, I felt like he was demoralizing his opponent. Like, y'all might see it different. You know me. You know I'm wave gang. You know how we get down. It's gonna be a little bit of pettiness. So
this is what I like about Gary.
Everything that Gary brought. You know what I'm saying?
That's why your internet just 30'd you.
It did. You was in the blender.
Yeah.
It's all good though.
Nah, but I like Gary. When Gary said, "What I gotta say it in Lisp or something," I like the self-deprecation. But like, man, that I don't. That was everybody knew it. I didn't know. That's my first time seeing it. So I was like, oh, I fuck with that. I like the like I just like the creative, the entertaining, like keep people watching and I want to know what you're gonna do next or how you're gonna flip this. But I like what you said. You want to see the demoralization of the opponent.
Plus be entertained myself. So I felt Gary gave me both of those. Now, for real, y'all are absolutely correct about Don Rich. Like Don Rich was nice. He was like just when we talk about Ieze having a fire performance, Don Rich had a fire performance as well. Like y'all say, it's a debatable depending. It was a real style clash. Like if you're a person that just likes something that's very, very bar heavy and more the traditional battle rap, Don Rich gave you that in spades. But if you want to be entertained, like say like a Mac Myron or something like that, then Gary would have been your preference in that battle.
It definitely came down to preference. But unfortunately, with this, to be honest, if we didn't have 554 to 2005, 6,000 battles on this card, like I told them, be ready for a tiebreaker. We just didn't have time.
You know who I would like to see Gary
one of them ones that I would have said, hey, I need another round. I would have pulled a fourth round, Trez versus Sharon type shit in that bitch, because that deserved that.
Yeah.
It really did. It was one of those type of battles. So I agree. All right. Go ahead.
But I was gonna ask. I would like. I don't know if they already battled, but I would like to see Gary matched up with like somebody like Clone.
Free Clone.
And Free Clone. I forgot about that. But yeah, but they both are entertaining, and I was like want to see where they go with their bars. I like that. But shout out to Don. Shout out to both of them. But Don did his thing like that. That speak louder than words. Like he had the shit. You'll see. I can't wait for that one to drop.
Y'all just we're gonna give you the tidbits. Go watch it and see for yourself.
That's right.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be, hey,
Battles
that joint.
we ain't
That's
gonna see all these bars. When it drop, y'all tell us what you think. All right.
Yeah.
Next battle.
What we got?
Almighty Phenom and Hero versus Hero.
Yup. I just saw that. Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna start off by saying, y'all know I'm a very hard critic. Shout out to Almighty Phenom and shout out to Hero. I definitely had Almighty Phenom in this battle. It was a good performance, but it was just a good performance for me.
Yeah. Hero was cool. He had he had like no. Wait. Who last?
No. Do your thing. No, Hero's from Dallas, so I'm like,
Does he know?
go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
Hero was cool. He had like, I know it was like 2 bars. I was like 2 joints he said that I was rocking with. I was like, okay, I see his style of writing and creativity, because that's not something everybody watches or is going to get. And I kind of like the simplistic. It was like a simplistic, like your name Phenomenal, but you ain't done that Phenom, but you ain't done nothing phenomenal yet. I like how effective that's. Like, damn, has anybody ever said that to him? Like, but it hit. But Phenom, he loaded up the chamber. Like, he was back to back, and I was like, okay. I said, I get it. To me, I definitely get this one to Phenom, I believe. Yeah, I gave it to Phenom, like, clear. But
I was mad I missed, man. Cause I seen Almighty Phenom perform before in Baltimore.
okay.
And I like the style then. Feel me? So I was looking forward to I'll see it when it dropped, you feel me? But that was another one I was mad I got, I didn't get to see live. But it's cool. It's cool.
But I'm gonna say this.
I'm gonna say this in regards to it, then I'm gonna let EJ go. The thing about it is, when people can say what they want to say, but when you touch that RBE stage, it's different. It's different under them lights. And for people who are not coming in and not really knowing what to expect, we're looking for you to leave it on the floor. I feel like Phenom got a chance to spin the block when he does. I feel like the next person that he battles, you in trouble, my guy. But anyway, go ahead, EJ.
The main thing that was missing from this battle was energy. Like, I felt like it was flat on both sides. Like I felt like Hero was rapping so he couldn't lose his voice, so he wasn't projecting like he normally did, and I think that took away from some of the bars and some of sometimes it takes that energy to vibe with the crowd with you to get you in a moment, to get you in a mode. And I don't feel like he ever got there. And although Almighty Phenom was better, I still felt like he lacked energy in his performance. But other than that, I did give it to Almighty Phenom.
Yeah.
All right. So shit always happens. There were 4 battles that did not go down, unfortunately, for various different reasons. We did have a 9-hour prep battle that actually happened on the second day. We're gonna get to that when we get to the second day card, but unfortunately, we weren't able to see some really good from intake 2 that will be actually being able to battle in intake 4. So with that being said, we're gonna go down to toward the end of the card. Osiris versus I Am Spoken.
Yeah. What do I got?
This I Am Spoken guy, so I'm curious to hear what y'all say about him. All
right, so I Am Spoken. For y'all who don't know, we do spaces every week. So come out and support the RBE spaces. We talk battle rap, no bullshit. You will get to know all of these guys and girls, get to know more of the bricks. Like, we have a really fun time just talking about different things. We talk about the process and everything. So when you're getting in tune with this today, we do it every week.
Where's Spoken? Spoken from Chicago or the Midwest?
No, he's from
hell no.
Wow.
He's from South Carolina.
That's right, South.
Right.
And they know it too in the
from
building.
South Carolina.
Get it together over there.
Little
So
bro came on mute.
All right, so calm down, yo. Calm down, yo. It's all good.
so right now I am spoken for
Hey, I had to.
the golden child.
Mhm.
He has had some really good performances. He battled. He started off with us in the first intake. He battled K Venom and actually lost that battle by a hair, a friggin' hair. If he would have battled anybody else, he would have won, I believe. He leveled up in intake 2 and had a great performance. However, this time around, very good performance, but
we talking
You got
about?
quiet? What?
You talking about
Huh?
Spoken or Osiris?
spoken.
Okay.
I
Okay.
I'm about to say, talk to me.
I had I Am Spoken winning, but even with Osiris, Osiris's performance from intake 2 was better than this performance, which I don't understand how y'all went backwards. But that's what happened for me.
Yeah. I don't, like you say, it's different under them lights. It's like, I don't know what happened, but I didn't see the last performance, but it seemed like, I don't know if it was like the jitters or something got to him, like his nerves, but I'm talking about Osiris. But I don't know if this won't by, I ain't gonna say by default, but I had spoken.
Damn, by default?
I'm not saying it's not by default.
Oh, okay.
I had spoken, like you were saying, like the performance was good from Osiris. He had this nasty ass line in the beginning. I ain't gonna say it. Y'all gotta watch the battle, but I can't get it out my mouth. Have y'all seen, what is that? The Human Centipede? I cannot get that.
Movie.
I can't get that visionary out of my head, dog. But yeah.
Let me ask you this, Kenny. Do you think that if Osiris, because again, and Spoken knows this, how I feel about this performance, do you think that if it would have been a little more from Osiris, that he could have actually beat I'm Spoken in this battle?
Yeah. All he needed was a little bit more a little more personality, or hey man, because you got to just draw in the crowd, like you say, don't have the crowd like wondering. You don't want them to tune out.
Right.
That's it. He
kept our attention in take 2.
Exactly.
We call that filler.
Like Raw, you know that. Like it's Uncle Nini. And maybe because the Uncle Nini performance, the name flips, different things that he had. True. He had a lot of, to me, a lot of charisma in that battle. I didn't see it in this one. I really didn't see it in this one. So yeah.
Hopefully you hear this.
I think it's the pressure. You know what I'm saying? It was about knowing what this particular intake card, you know what I mean, what it could mean for you. You know what I'm saying? So but you would think you were right up and not down though, regardless, but you know.
And I feel like strategy wise and the tactics that you're going to use going up, you should, you know, they're second guessing themselves, and it's showing in these a couple of these battles. So yeah, again, I Am Spoken, but if I feel like if Osiris had a little more, I do agree he could have beat I Am Spoken in this battle. He was looking a little regular, bro.
Here's a case of where your last performance hurt you, and the point that you did so well your last performance. We were expecting the same or better out of you for this performance. Yeah. And we didn't get that from Osiris this time. And even though we didn't get that, and even though I had I Am Spoken too, Wing be telling you Negroes and Negroettes, the filler. Like, you think sometimes you want to go 6 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever. Nah, you could have cut all the fat out of that round and had a fire ass 4 minutes that would have killed you would have had no dry spots. So just like somebody else that we will get to that told me I rewrote my round 7 times. And you know what? You could see it from the first time I heard it, and then, well, excuse me, I didn't even hear it, but you could just tell that the round was so polished, there wasn't anything really to take out. He might have needed to change some cadence or brought in a different vocal inflection, but there was nothing to take out of the round because everything there was something that belonged on the plate. If that shit ain't one of the 4 motherfucking food groups, goddamn it, we don't want to hear that shit.
Look, I'm gonna expound on that because I feel you. Just because you had some hot shit surrounded by some bullshit, they still bullshit on that hot shit.
Bullshit.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with it.
All right. So going forward, the next battle was Bacon Soda and Balboa.
Bacon soda.
We sorry.
We're not.
Not for the battle, but I know somebody gonna say something about the
Sorry,
name.
Screw Podcast. God damn it. We're not sorry.
Well, I don't know.
We're not. Let's go. I had Bacon Soda in this battle.
Damn, that was quick. Just nothing else. I had bacon soda in this battle. Like when you make a cake and you put a little bit of the yeast.
So that's all. That's all.
That's it.
That's all, folks. Yeah.
Well, damn.
Damn.
I had bacon soda too, but Balboa has
Let's
some
go,
lines.
Carolina.
Balboa had some lines I was fucking with, like that Norbert bit, like if you seen Norbert, I've never seen nobody, I've never heard nobody say that way he did it, but bacon soda. That to me, definitely one of the
that's funny
standouts.
as hell if he said that bitch part like that, because that's one of the funniest things in Norbert,
Yeah.
man. I'm telling you, that it's hilarious.
Yo,
The funny thing about it is, okay, so I commend Balboa because he's been battling for a while. I know him. For those of you that do know my history, I've been here for a while, 12 years, and I've known him known of him from the Dope 16. I think it was K100 movement. If anybody knows Dope 16, you know that's where International Grams comes from, Terrific, all of these different cats. So I know them. And even from then, I've always messed with Balboa, but taking a certain amount of time off and coming into battle rap with this new era of battle rap and having to be able to ascend to what's going on now, it's gonna he's a scholar of the game. But right now, for me, it's just kind of like, while he has these spots of what I feel is genius, it falls deaf for me. That battle is out on RBE channel. Tell me what you think about it. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, definitely go watch that one. There's some bars in that one, but bacon soda definitely, to me, he was the victor in that one. His work definitely. Who was next?
Shout out to Balboa and Bacon Soda.
Yeah.
I definitely think that Balboa has some more to work on as far as making his punches land and hit. You know what I mean? Like, he had some good creative ideas, but you're gonna have to like I said, sometimes I feel like some of you guys get to your first or second rough draft and feel like that's as far as you can go. But when they talk about pushing your pen, you know, when you talk about somebody like a Raw Image, she's going to make sure that when whatever she's writing, that's a necessary word for what she's doing. You know what I mean? Because an unnecessary word is a wasted breath. You know what I mean? And every breath counts. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to breath control. You're in a volatile situation. Your opponent might have just got through mopping your ass with the flow in the first round, and it's your turn to rap. Your ass is sweating. The AC ain't on. There ain't no water. Like, it'd be some volatile situations. So you have to really plan and you got to be ready. Like the other stuff, like I said, you got to make sure that when you get ready to go, that you don't have anything like, I don't want to hear the 9 raise and the gun go and all these battle rap, quote unquote, euphemisms that people use in order to get to a line. Don't get to the line. Make the line have to be there for you. Don't reach for it.
Hey, can I say something? Because you absolutely correct, EJ. Like, as anybody that, you know, if you watch my battles, or especially my last one, it's like every word really matters. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got nothing but a certain little period of time, you know what I'm saying, to prove, you know, why you should either be there, why you should be standing in front of the person you standing in front of, why you deserve that opportunity. To waste that on some mediocre vowel sounds or something, that
Mediocre
you know what I mean?
Mediocre vowel.
Like, you should be saying something. You know what I mean?
Who wants to put on a good looking suit, the tie match, the shoes, the belt match, and the goddamn handkerchief is tacky as a motherfucker? Like, what we doing?
Man, yeah. You know, don't waste your breath, man. That's fact.
Look, we got them lungs gonna be screaming. Look, squeezing, holding on for dear life. I didn't seen it. I saw it over the weekend. A couple of guys like, man, I can't breathe. Like, y'all do my slogan. I seen it. I noticed it.
Hey yo, but this too, I don't really understand how that can happen in the sense of how are you prepping? Because to me that goes to your prep should be full out. So so if you get in your actual performance and you breathing hard and let me get a water and all of this, it's like, hey, I don't think you wasn't ready for even what you just did. You know what I'm saying?
So you mean
didn't
practice like you play?
You gotta practice.
Yeah.
You gotta practice how you play.
You
have to. You gotta go. You gotta go in. I mean,
we talk about that in the bricks.
Yeah.
Like, I'm all the way Matthew Knowles in this bitch with the bricks. Like y'all need to be.
Why her face been so serious? I'm all the way Matthew Knowles.
We usually be doing jumping jacks. I want you to do a mile while you're doing it. You know what I mean? Like, yes, that's what we do because I mean, y'all. Red drinks tea. Do y'all not realize that y'all also use your words?
Yeah.
Y'all both.
Yeah. And however I tell anybody, whatever you got to do to get comfortable too, you might want to add that in your prep.
Right.
So if you got to get comfortable and smoke 3 blunts, well, you need to smoke 3 blunts and wrap your shit full out, or have you a couple shots or what have you. But I think that too be messing people up. Whatever, because it's like you're prepared, but then when you do what you need to do to get comfortable, you didn't add that in your prep. So now you up there bumbling and stumbling because you done had a couple damn drinks. You know what I'm saying? Or you up there bumbling and stumbling because you didn't hit 1-2 blunts too many. You know what I mean? You need to figure out what you can do because some of y'all can't smoke before you rap, and some of y'all can't drink before you rap. You know what I'm saying?
And some of y'all need to drink before you rap, and some of y'all need to smoke before you rap.
That's what I'm saying. Some need to smoke before they rap. Some need to have a couple shots before they rap. But you're not figuring out what your prep is and combining that with your comfortability. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know what I got to do, and it's gonna be that every time. You know what I'm saying? Even in my prep, I'm gonna do the same shit.
All right, let's get to this last battle so we can get to this. So, X-Man and Insight. Man, listen. That fucking battle was nasty. X-Man and Ziggy, that is out on RBE. That was a phenomenal battle.
Yo.
This time.
Yo, that's one of the ones because we was going crazy in the building. Like,
X-Man, why you let that man do you like that? Why you let that young boy? I don't even think he old enough to drink. Why you let that man talk to you like that? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I'm gonna let somebody else speak. This was now we on day 2.
No. This is the last one for day 1.
This is the last one for day 1. Insight. Hold on.
EJ, can you bring us in? Insight was the one with the dreads with the blonde tips. That was the last battle of the night.
Hold up.
Oh no, they battled on. Lord,
they battled on day 2. They were supposed
apologies. You see what I mean, y'all?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This was a weekend, y'all. I listen.
It was like,
can you bring us in?
I went to work Friday night. I got off at 9 o'clock and was on my way to the venue. So y'all gotta excuse me.
Cino versus Bruno.
Cino versus okay, never mind. We're doing all the intake battles and then the NWO battles.
Oh no, never mind. My bad.
I'm asking Wayne.
Did y'all want to do that?
No, I'm sure the intake dudes want us to run through theirs. The bricks can wait. They over there sweating. Somebody's flow wet right now. You know what I'm talking about?
This was not for y'all. Y'all was on the card, but this was not for y'all. We'll kind of put some little, intake battles in there. But yes, definitely. I don't know when ARP is dropping Cino and K Venom, but listen.
Okay, Wordplay versus Cash Kid was the last battle.
Yeah. Now that one.
Right. You're right. Wordplay Cash Kid. All right.
I like this battle. I was fucking with this battle.
I heard about that battle, and I heard that battle was good.
It was
a good battle.
I gave it to Cash Kid though. Cash Kid, I call him the Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh my God, he is so freaking animated.
That's a great, yeah.
Oh my God, he does this little spin thing.
The spin was wild. You hear me?
The Michael Jackson reincarnated. I mean, I'm just waiting for him to flip out his in the back when he do this little
it's like a low
indigo
yeah.
thing. Yeah, they're super. Let me leave him alone. But the boy has so much friggin' personality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's huge for him to be such a small guy. He's kind of tall, but small guy in stature. But he does command. He definitely commands your attention. He keeps.
He gonna get you back to that win. He gonna get your attention anyway, because this is what caught my attention. It was 95 degrees this weekend.
Nigga had on his
bro had on a hoodie. And I ain't gonna tell you. Look, I'm like,
why y'all doing this?
I'm like, yo, I said, man, please, I know security. Check them, man. Like, what's going on?
Yo,
I'm familiar with it. I'm familiar, so I know where that exit at. I know where this exit at.
Bro, I thought it was just me.
I'm like, bro, it is 95 degrees, bro.
I saw somebody with a turtleneck.
Yeah, I did see the turtleneck too.
Is that what we doing? Are we going down?
No, Cash Kid looked like he was ready to wail straight up. But
we better not.
If that is his process that works for him, keep doing it. Because I almost damn near ran out of paper for how many notes I was taking, but it was to a point where I had to do like a point system, like a tally for each bar that hit. It hit.
You know what? Let me say this. Let me interject really quickly, because this is something that I was saying in the spaces with the bricks. There were battles, and I feel like all of y'all can attest to this for just day 2 as well. But there were some battles where you won, and the tally was 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But then you had some that was 15, 20, 10, 15. So you know what I mean? Like, to me, that's what I mean by low energy performances. This is a performance that was tallying in the astronomical numbers, because both of them was so fucking good. But Cash Kid, like, it was like, damn, okay, you know what? Hold on. Let me get with Kenny. Let me see what Kenny got over here, because let me make sure I'm not giving too many points.
I know I'm stuck on Cash Kid, because wordplay is nice too. Like, I'm not taking nothing away from, I promise. Like, but Cash Kid, I like his. Man, I don't know what his process is with his writing or his creative process, but he has. The only thing I would suggest, bro, take the hoodie off when you rap and let the people see who the fuck is singing all this fire shit.
I agree,
bro.
Are you wanted in 50 states? That's all I need to know, because
we thought you was gonna spontaneously combust when you turned around on the circle. Like, that nigga's gonna turn into a whirlwind of flames. Goddamn.
I was like, bro, I said, I don't know what he got on.
Jackie with a hoodie, bro. What is going on right now?
Come on, this nigga's on fire.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
The first he got a ski mask on. I'm like, bro, come on now. I go kids, they special.
Right, so what y'all saying is we're gonna look back on the pictures of these battles and not know what goddamn season it was, right?
That's
hell no.
That's what it is.
Shit.
But that again, he had a very, very great performance. Then
wordplay.
Go ahead. Yeah, with wordplay.
Wordplay. My God. I ain't gonna get no bars away.
Okay.
But if your mother is lactose intolerant, that's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna finish the bar. That shit rocked the building. Wordplay is like, this is a great battle. I don't know if it's dropped yet. I'm looking on the RB.
No, not yet.
It has not. No.
This is one of the battles that's in the batch of battles I can't wait to drop, because I'm ready to tell this person, that person about it. Like, yo, y'all need to watch this. Run it up.
That's gonna be a goodie.
Them
boys put on. All right. So again, in that battle, I did have this is another one of those ones where it it's going to be preference, in my opinion, or it's just going to be who left the better impression on you, because it was just so much. And I feel like I'm not mad at who you have in this battle, because it was such a good battle, but I feel like Cash Kid was just more layered, a little bit more creative than Wordplay was for me anyway. That's the way I felt about it.
Oh, okay.
I thought there was a little bit. I thought there was a little bit more performance by Cash Kid than there was by Wordplay. That's kind of what put it over the top. I felt like
that was obvious.
I was gonna ask you, did either anybody else that started the battle, like, did y'all feel like y'all want to hear one more round from Cash Kid? Let me hear.
Yeah.
That's what made me like, yo, because him and K Venom are in the same clique, right? The mob, they keep saying the mob, right?
Indigo
and Def the Kid.
And Benny.
I can tell, and you know what,
King Benny.
And this is what they kind of remind me of, like, respectfully. They remind me of like a early, like a Neptune's version of like NERD version of Writer's Block.
Wow, that's crazy. That is a crazy description.
He said, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
I agree.
Like at first glance, they like the outcasts or the misfits of like, what are these cats about? What are they about? But once they speak, it's like, oh shit.
They all look like Jaden Smith. Yes.
No, I agree, Brady. I agree.
Yeah, they had a whole bunch of beige niggas till Benny joined. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Indigo
is the perfect, is really the perfect symbolization. Like, it symbolizes who they are.
They them.
Children.
They are them.
You know, that's the perfect. That it defines them. It completely defines them for me.
Yeah, but I was only bringing that up to say whatever they're doing in their camp, far as sparring, keep it up, because you can. It got to the point after, I want to say maybe like those, like Cash Kid and then K Venom, which we will talk about later. It got to the point, anybody that came out of that, I want to hear what y'all got to say now, because everybody is coming with quality writing and substance and creativity and performance. I was like, yo, I don't know what y'all doing in y'all process, but keep that shit going.
Damn, I'm happy to hear Def the Kid mouth after all that shit you said.
Oh no, that's the impression they left on me. Now I was like, yo, I said, all right, I want to hear what else coming out of this clique right here. Good shit. Like I like what they was bringing to the battle for sure.
All right, EJ, any last words?
No, I'm good. I had, you know what I'm saying? Like, I liked Wordplay. Like I said, I had Cash Kid, but it was more of his performance. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said, you got to demoralize your opponent. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I have to be entertained by what you put out there. So I was entertained. And at the same time, like you said, I was wanting to see more. So for sure, Cash Kid.
All right. We are on day 2.
Let's go.
Right.
Let's go. All right.
This one quicker than an hour though.
So again, because of different cancellations or what have you, or backouts for battles, in this process, I do ask, it's best to bring another round or have another few rounds or whatever, because you just never know what happened. Lawrence and I are big on those spontaneous situations. In this case, there were 2 battlers that ended up coming anyway. And those 2 battlers decided, well, they were there for the first day, and they decided, hey, since their opponents were there, they would go ahead and battle each other. So
you keep telling me that, because I'm gonna bring some guys down there, and they gonna have rounds ready, and they gonna take their spots. That's what I'm gonna say. Don't keep telling me.
Don't just bring your battle rapping ass down to Virginia and bring around and shit, because your ass is not going to. Don't do that.
Just be ready.
But, so they actually had 9 hours to prep, and basically came on day 2, opened up the show.
Hell yeah!
Oh, shout out to Muggy.
That was Muggy and Young Guy.
And you want to know how I know? Because when we got there, that battle was going on already, and the building was shaking already.
Yeah, already.
The lady up the front desk was mad because she had to leave to come take our money to come in and all of that. Yeah.
Fact.
She was like, "You gotta hurry up. You got the cash app. All right, hurry up. Come on, let's go."
Muggy.
Out to me, girl. That battle was a battle that, I mean, you would have thought that they was each other's opponent.
I love how shit work out. I love how shit work out because with 9 hours prep, somebody didn't get any sleep, but it showed that in the series they was saying that shit over and over and over, recording it, playing it in their head. Like that was fire. I love the way they definitely took advantage of the situation.
Absolutely.
And respectfully, this mismatch of a matchup was better than some of the matchups where guys just tried to phone it in. And take advantage of, man, when that camera come on, and they say, yo, introduce yourself or whatever, you better leave an impression.
That's
and
it.
These guys took full advantage where it was like, yo, that's shit right there that managers, that league owners, that fans, supporters, people don't forget that how you kind of stepped up to the occasion. That, in my opinion, that's how I feel about that.
That's true. Yeah.
Lawrence was so impressed. He didn't know. Lawrence did not know that was a 9-hour prep battle. So when he walked in, he's like, okay, how many battles have I missed? I was like, oh, you haven't missed anything. This is the first battle, this, that, and other. Explained. He was like, he looked up like, what? I said, yeah, was off 9 hours prep. We're making history with these new talents. Like some of y'all want to step it up because our other 3-hour prep battle same day was Logi and Caution. You feel me? And yeah, y'all better bring
your first impression and your best impression. Remember that.
I can definitely say I spoke to Muggy at the like somewhere in the middle of the event, and just chopped it up with him. He has a different level of hunger. He says, like it's nothing that's going to stop this man but him.
That's fine.
He's not going to get his own way. So everybody out there, if y'all not on his type of time, then don't even waste your time being up here, to be real with you.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So do we want to talk about the judging for this? Y'all want to, because I know how I felt. For me, we all won. That's the way I feel.
Yes, I can admit, yes. That battle, yes.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, I don't have all my notes.
Let me say something in regard to you, Wayne. I'm sitting up here looking at Wayne like, okay, is he right? Is he judging for real? Is Wayne doing this?
Hey, I ran out of space on the papers. I ran out of papers.
Oh, that's a different type of dedication. All right, I'll pick the right judges.
Yo, you was trying to capture and take them notes.
I'm like, on my phone. I wish I did it.
Somebody handed me a clip where it was like, sit here,
get the judges.
I didn't know what, I didn't know what to expect for real. So what you got is what you got. But I'm gonna tell you this thing. I watch a lot of battles. If I remember you, the nut said something.
Yes.
Muggy.
If I remember you, that says something.
The nut really said something because she took all our notes.
Yeah, she took all our notes.
Hey, good job.
Well, I can tell you, Muggy specifically, right? I watched him in take 2. I watched him in take 3. The same energy, but different type of bag.
Yeah.
First one was good. This one was like, oh, nah, hold up. He came back with vengeance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And really showed up and showed out and put on for his respected league, everything like that. So.
And it wasn't even his battle to begin.
It wasn't.
So
I didn't know that.
I had him match with Stackboy Chuck from Detroit. I was expecting that to be my battle because for those who may not be familiar with Stackboy, like Stackboy, I messed with him. I've known him for a long time as well. So I was really anticipating this battle. But to see what he did in 9 hours prep, and like you said, the ascension from he was good in this first battle with Trap, but to see him in this one, man, listen.
He did his thing.
Same with Young God. Young God. For those who watched that one, it was Young God versus Shadow in our first intake. That one, Young God came out fighting. That was a really personal battle with some struggles that he has going on health-wise. And when Shadow kind of came and attacked certain things, that man came out. I mean, listen, Nunchuck Louis on a nigga. Whole first round, whole first part of his round was complete freestyle. In that intake one event, that whole first round, for her first part of his round, and then he went into his writtens. So I was expecting this to be greatness anyway, but I just was not expecting for this level of penmanship in 9 hours. So kudos to y'all guys.
And he rebuttal. Yeah, like man, he's
yeah, man.
Somebody to watch. He's because the feel he gave me was, you know how you like a picture the cafeteria, you in the lunchroom, this and that. Who's this guy? This is my first time seeing him, so I'm like, okay, let me see what he about.
And the turtleneck and the dinner jacket, right?
Yeah,
and the polar bear's toenails, yeah, big pimping, right?
And it was entertaining. It was entertaining as hell, but then it was like Muggy was like he just seemed comfortable. He seemed comfortable, and I was like, oh shit. That's to me. I was like, oh shit. Like he like one of them like kids like hit the cipher, leave an impression, and be out. And be like, yo, who the fuck is that? Yo, now you know when you see him, don't sleep on him. Like
at all.
So that's a fact. Muggy, I'm a fan. I'm definitely gonna be watching what's next. Like, cause he looked very comfortable and he was commanding. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trey too.
Yeah, I thought Young God ATM was fire too. I think they both was. I thought they both was really fire. I just think Muggy had a little something different to me. He had a little more. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with Space 100%. He just had a certain type of hunger and determination in there, and I didn't know that was 9 hours prep until after the fact. So that's very impressive on both their parts. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to both of y'all. Goddamn.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely. Any last words on that?
Great battle. Great job. Great.
Thanks. Great
job. Right. So y'all please bear with us because again, due to cancellations and different stuff, we had to jam pack and reschedule. We jam packed day 2. So bear with us because it's a lot of battles on this one. We got to get to the reveal as well. So we try to get through this as quickly as we can. All right, and y'all stop me because again, I was just going like when you listen. It's a difference when we doing big events. I have my part that I have to do with Lawrence. And then, of course, assisting with ARP whenever he needs me or Lawrence needs me to do something. And it's all of us. But this event, it was just shit. We had to work with what we had to work with. So you don't see me doing what I do in the beginning and I'm running over the host. So doing what I'm doing, running over the host. I'm right. So help me out with the placement of battles because I'm going to tell you, I don't remember. I just was like, please let everything go. The way ARP feels, when we ready to do these big events, this was me. I just let everything go the way it needs to go, Jesus. That's the way I was feeling. So y'all help me out. So anyway, after that battle, it was Showstopper and Q Morgan.
Okay, let's get it.
Let's go, judges.
All right. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like both of them, but I felt like it was too close to actually pick a winner. In my opinion.
Okay, good.
I mean, I do have a winner, but it was like that close.
Come on, Judge. You got to send somebody to death row, sir.
Right. Hey, who you chose, Space?
All right, so look, I'm gonna get straight to it. I don't have my notes, right?
Okay. Shout out to Wayne.
I'm sorry. And I thought about that afterwards. I did take everybody's notes.
Yeah.
To ensure secrecy. That was all. To ensure secrecy.
It's all good.
but I gotta secure my situation, right?
I just know what to expect if I'm ever in that situation.
Yeah,
I'm like, you know what?
Yo, we know.
Let me in with my notepad.
Hey, Space Baby Wayne, did you put your heading on your paper, sir? Did you put your name and date on your paper?
Definitely.
Okay. You can refer to his notes, Wayne.
You know which one is mine.
Listen, I was looking at the paper like, listen, and then he gave niggas grades.
What?
Yeah, nah, for real, I did.
Niggas
I
grades.
the grades I gave him, but if you want to,
Okay, yeah. What grades you giving? I ain't with it. Yeah, I got y'all.
I really
I got
A to F. A to F. Like,
Yeah,
for
Space Baby Wayne say some of you niggas got after school though. Goddamn it, y'all got detention. Goddamn.
I'm judging
real.
that.
No, I mean, if
I'm
you
grading now, yo. From now on, I'm grading, yo.
You
I didn't even think about that.
it was the last second thing, and I went back like, yo, hold up. You know what I mean? If I had to pick 16, this is what I would have to go with. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
it's definitely easy to remember your A students than them D plus ones. So definitely,
right.
Even though just put a little bit of pressure on those that are waiting to find out whether they're the 16 or not. Just because you won or had performance of the night, Wayne was not playing about promotion. I argue, I advocated for some of you. I was. Come on, Wayne. Like she was like, no, he wasn't here. I didn't see him there. He wasn't in the spaces. I was like, but Wayne, she was like, no. So I'm telling you,
my biggest thing with the bricks is this is rare breed entertainment. How are you going to be on a platform and you don't promo? This is what we do. Some of our best battles have been promo. The promo has sold those fights. How you sell your fight? How do people know you? You know what I mean? So again, I'm big on that. Okay. And I done picked up all these damn I was really trying to show y'all the work.
yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Did you have to sort through everybody's notes and tally everything up?
And listen, I was at work.
More power to you.
Like 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, let me get to it. Let me go ahead and get to it. I'm not sure. Well, you know, I don't know if y'all can see that.
Yeah. All right. Who's up top? Somebody got a C.
I didn't want to show who that was. I was just trying to show y'all.
Somebody got my handwriting.
Yeah, no, if I had a pen,
it was good.
I ain't gonna lie. I was playing a little bit because I was sitting next to Ad. We was having a good ass time for it. 4 times.
That was like the bad kid that's sitting next to you in class to get you in trouble. Like, man, come on, man, try to do my work.
We did money. I can show y'all this.
Damn, that shit look professional.
Look at the full that's the hold up. Hey, yo, that's crazy.
That's Space Baby Wayne. You have your doctorate in what, sir?
God, man.
Okay.
Battle rap. Yeah, that's the one that I am familiar with. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So just so y'all see, we wasn't playing.
What was the consensus on
Q versus Showstopper? Upset because it really was like a coin toss that won, and Q got it.
Yeah, I had Q Morgan too.
I like the battle. You know what I mean? So
we
have a different decision, but right now I'm standing with Q.
All right.
It was a back and forth. You know me, I'm Mr. Contrary. I had Showstopper. But like y'all said, like that was a good back and forth. Like I like both of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, yeah, Q was definitely did what Q Morgan does. I remember the first battle with him versus Ghost in the twin line, and you not even the original nigga. You know what I'm saying? So much it affected Ghost's psyche that he even had like a twin bar himself. This, you know what I'm saying? This go round. So you know what I'm saying? He definitely came back with that joint. But yeah, Q Morgan was still fire. But I like the lyricism of Showstopper.
They are blowing my phone up. Listen. We will do maybe another segment later. I don't want to take up a whole bunch of time with the judges, but we will do a recap just for NWO. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, ARP.
I really wanted to talk about them.
Right now, y'all said, wait a minute. Shoot, we trying to get to what the nitty gritty is.
They on it too.
They are on it. My phone is blowing up. Like, leave me alone. Y'all know we in show. All right. So the next battle was King Benny and Trap Bandicoot.
Man, that was a good battle, man. That was a really good battle. I think if I had to compare Trap to his last one, I think he was, to me, a little bit less in this one. He hit a little bit less for me. He was still very good. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I think King Benny, he came out blazing and did not slow the fuck down. Like, it just, you know what I mean? I had him in that battle clear, but it wasn't, you know what I mean, it wasn't an instance where Trap wasn't fighting, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? But I think Trap was a little lighter in that battle than he was with Muggy. So yeah. That's my feedback.
NWO Bricks, another one you niggas text me, I'm kicking you out the web. Leave me alone.
Oh shit.
We are not talking
about she said text him
Wing
again.
has removed.
She said she'll get right back to you if y'all keep texting him.
Hey, I don't want to see that. Wing has removed in the goddamn chat. Y'all better slow down.
They are really on us. Talk about our listen, we gonna talk about y'all. They already feel like I love the intake more than I love it. We gonna talk about y'all, okay? We ain't gonna do it tonight though. But anyway, I agree, Raw. I feel like yet again, this is another one of those situations where overthinking it. And I told y'all, stop overthinking it. With Trap, Trap does this thing where he kind of has a duality in his writing. Transition with it though is the problem, because where I feel like what he should be doing is incorporating the two. He kind of does a here's A and here's B. So I'm gonna give you this right now, then I'm gonna switch it and I'm gonna give you a different, and it's not even a switching of flows through your round. It's just a boom, here's this, and there's no real transition in between for me. But it's also, you're not direct with your opponent. What your material for me is not, you're talking about you, and you do add some things in there about the opponent, but it's not, it's more so
it's more introspective and direct to your opponent.
It's a general statement. It's a general statement, especially when you talk about trap bars.
Right.
Like the whole time you getting punched in the mouth and you over there dancing in a circle.
Yeah. That's good writing music is what it is.
You know, just like he had the bar about the Statue of Liberty, Lady on Water, whatever that bar right there. It's a general bar. It's not directly at his opponent. I felt like Trap started out up here and then he tapered off during his round. And and exactly what you're talking about, Wing, like the linking between your bars. It's kind of like when Coach first came out, he just hitting people with bars, hitting people with bars. Right. As he got better, he learned how to link that all together. He learned how to talk to a nigga in the round. He learned how to do some other things that got him to the point to where even though Coach had a heavy haymaker style, it's now linked together. It's just not random haymaker that he just wrote and put together. So I felt like Trap needed to link the round together better in order for it to have the performance that he wanted. Like some of the stuff was there as far as the material, you know what I mean? And like me was saying, the marketing, like he definitely looks the look, you know what I mean? He looks like he in a trap, you know what I'm saying? But you got to give us a little bit more, and you have to still it's almost like when you have a gourmet restaurant, I don't care if you cooking bacon and eggs, it's got to look presentable on the table. Like it's got to look 4-star. I don't give a damn if it's eggs and bacon.
Right here, EJ,
what a party is.
There's a lot of restaurants that serve that same breakfast, but what is it that you do? What is they
right? Is it rosemary eggs? What you doing with the eggs, dog? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
What type of cheese are you using?
Fact. Here, goddamn it. What we doing?
Is this
Gouda,
Gouda?
I feel you, dog. Yeah, put that shit in your macaroni. It's fire.
Yeah.
You hear me? It costs a little more, but the smoked Gouda's fire.
She's talking about an $18 omelet now.
That's the Hawaii Hilton vacation omelet. You know, you got to treat yourself every once in a while.
You can afford it.
You get them on the weekends.
All right, so
Can I say real quick? I interviewed Trap I want to say a couple days ago, and we went live, talked about the battle. He pretty much did admit that his energy was low. You know, he didn't have the same energy as before. And I told him, if you had this type of battle your first time and you come back with this type of battle, it's not gonna look right. You know what I mean? So you always gotta over excel, pretty much. You know what I mean? You gotta supersede what you did the last time.
Yeah, he had the Osiris effect.
I feel like overall, I want to see him again. I just don't want to see him in this bag right here, because this is, to me, is a local bag. This is like, you come out here on the bottom tier level and do this. You come to RBE, you do what you did the last time.
right.
You know what I mean? Granted, salute to you for having one of the bars of the night for Av.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
you gotta bring like 5 of those per round at least.
Yeah, bro. I definitely could say he was one of the ones that Av kept talking about. He was like, bro, he said, I like him. Like he definitely left an impression on Av's life. I fuck with him.
Right now, knowing Trap personally, I can tell you he's definitely out there doing this thing, but at the same time using this to get better. You get what I'm saying? So major salute.
Yeah, I know. I heard a few of the MCs talking about you know, it's kind of like their prep, like you spoke on earlier. I think Raw talked about it earlier. Like maybe they were standing around longer than they thought they were going to be. You know what I mean? Like their legs got a little tired. You know what I mean? Like different situations. You know, so I think all of that might have played a part in some of these battles too. But you got to be ready for all of that, bro. You know what I mean? Like
Man, it was plenty of seats, man. I would have rest them legs.
That's right. I've been to an event, ain't no chance, bro.
I heard all types of shit going on. You feel me? Like one dude got hit by a car like 2 days before that. You feel me? It's like all kind of shit was going on out there. I don't know.
You better limp your ass up there and put some energy in that shit.
So are we kind of synonymous with this?
Yeah,
wait a minute, but you know what? Y'all not really giving King Benny no damn justice here. Like we don't talk about what Trap was supposed to do. Let's talk about what the hell Benny did. Goddamn it, the man had on overalls, a sweater, and a goddamn beanie. He was on fire up in that motherfucking thing.
Yeah.
It was
he came in there and wild out. I mean, he was on it from beginning to end. He didn't have no dry spot.
What else do you say to that?
Like, what do you want me to say?
I can remember what bar he said.
You got to say something.
He said,
if I get an A+ on my paper, can I get a sticker, a gold star on my shit? I got a sticker or something.
Got a gold star.
He might have had performance of the goddamn shit. Now, come on now.
What was the bar?
He said something about the Scully, Wild Wear Scully, because I'm
wear a Scully,
Because I'm a hothead.
I'm used to being hothead.
Hothead.
Because
like Bruce Rothstein's sweat was coming down his face when he threw his hat. It was crazy.
I was just asking who said the hi-hat bar, because that's who I remember. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, King Benny, that shit was fire.
Dope.
It was fire.
I'm sorry, I liked it, but okay.
It was all in the performance, Wayne. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, Wayne.
Us saying it's not really giving it any justice. Us saying it's not giving it, but the way he executed,
it was a whole build up to it.
It was a whole build up.
Or y'all go with the seasonal weather, it don't match. You know, I'm old, Wayne. I'm like, this shit don't matter. Like,
that one was good, and everybody gave crowd reaction, but there was other things that I felt like I was just like, oh shit, I'm sitting on the edge of my seat for it.
Oh, most definitely. But
of course.
What else made it hit?
What else made the man had on overalls and the white hoodie Joan. Somebody said it was tie-dye, so I'm not sure what it was, but Boy was about
like
that
his
life.
own
He was
life.
not
It was all right.
bullshitting.
It was dope.
He even had some shit for Sino Savage. Like he was going in that motherfucker.
He was like a Chicago version of the Dudley Boys.
Right.
That's a
Yeah.
all
We
energy.
all were wondering why he got a Scully on his hot as shit.
But that's
when
his
he met with
thing.
so when he
That's his thing.
Made sense.
when he executed it,
I guess
oh,
for me, because that is his thing. It was just kind of like,
Yeah.
okay, I get it, but okay. Anyway, next battle.
Ed was like, I just asked that why he got a scar.
Yeah.
He was definitely This is out of my mind when I was playing it back. You know, I
Yeah,
thought
he
back
said
to
he's comfortable being hot-headed.
Wait. You know what? Actually, Joey, when you guys are talking and Wayne is talking, for some reason we can't hear Wayne.
Okay.
My bad. And I was just saying with King Benny, I watched him years ago, like maybe 2-3 years ago, and his elevation from then to now, it's a lot better. A lot better.
That's who I was talking about. Wrote his round 7 times.
Yeah.
He wrote it over 7 times. You didn't hear it. It didn't sound like it was a rough draft. It sounded like completed work. The shit was battle rap Shakespeare for a 1-rounder. He did his damn thing.
That's a fact. All right. Blue Strip, Benji, and Imperfect. Now I understand y'all are killing us with these battlers and they names battlers. Be mindful of the choices of names that y'all are giving us, okay? Because they have to stick with you throughout battle rap. Let's go. Blue Strip, Benji, and Imperfect.
I'll go first. Hell, y'all getting all quiet and shit like y'all wasn't at the goddamn event now. Look at here. Like I know, you know, shout out 30 gang in the motherfucking building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I felt like that there were some instances in Imperfect's round where the bars weren't up to what the reaction was getting. You know how somebody react on the setup and they be the only one that reacting and you be like, that's not it yet. That's not it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, all the brothers know the girl who reacted before you even, anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like it got a little bit of that in this round. So I really had, the battle is closer than it looks because I felt like he was getting a little love from his home team because they was in there deep, but they had a bunch of people that was on the card too though. But they was in there deep. So I felt like Blue Strip Benji, he fought like I was fucking with what he was putting down on the cool. Like I liked the way he was writing. I liked his word play. What'd you say, Wayne?
I said the Carolinas was in the building too now.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, they was in there. Carolina was in there. Too.
Yeah, it ain't shit else to do in Carolina, so they had to be there. Anyway,
Hey, you know what, EJ?
I'm just playing Carolina. I'm just playing.
We don't need EJ up here anyway.
Hey, Raw, you know, every time I get a chance to, I'm gonna jug the hell out of Zay if I can.
know
So
what?
that was for Zay.
All right then.
So I did give it to Blue Strip, Benji.
I thought the battle,
Stripe. Stripe. Or is it Blue Strip?
Blue Strip.
You know
the blue
what,
strip in the
Wayne?
dollar bill.
Blue
Come on,
strip.
Wayne.
I'm sorry.
Blue strip in the Benji. Come on, Wayne.
Hey,
Blue
chill
Strip.
on Blue
What you
Strip,
said?
man.
Sorry.
Lubin stuttered.
Hey,
Fact.
yeah, Blue Stutter, goddamn.
Stuttered.
Hey, I thought it was close.
Imperfect had a line about what was the Blue Strip line? So it was a line where he was saying something about y'all not gonna help me.
I know what you're
He
talking about.
started
I
off
don't
with it
remember
was
the
a
bar.
line where he said something about. I don't know the whole round by heart.
I
I
know what
wrote it
you're
down.
talking
I
about.
just
I
don't remember
don't know
it.
the bar though, but I think I know what you're talking about.
I know what she's talking about.
I know what you're talking
This battle
about.
was close too. You know, like,
It
I
The
don't-
battle was close. The battle was close.
either way,
But I
You know
felt
what I'm
like
saying?
that Imperfect could have cut out some of his round and had a more powerful round. That's all.
Looking at
Right. All right. I'm glad you said that and not me because it would have.
And that's the thing. I don't want to just, you know what I'm saying? You know, space. You know me, goddamn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm treading lightly.
Yeah.
I'm treading lightly.
Like, y'all say your thing and
Yeah,
Hey,
go ahead. What y'all
yeah,
thought?
I feel like overall the battle was definitely close. It's no need to ask me who I got because it's clear, but salute. Major.
I feel like the
That
battle
was
was
the most conspicuous breakdown I've ever heard in my damn life.
Hey, don't worry about it, EJ.
You
I
figure it
feel
out.
like the battle was close.
Like the,
In the building, I enjoyed that battle. I feel like it was a good back and forth. You
Yes.
feel what I'm saying? I really feel like it was. So I ain't gonna say who won, who
It
I
had-
should have won,
I'll say
but
that.
I thought it was a great battle.
Yeah.
I didn't say who you thought won.
Well, I put Imperfect. I thought Imperfect won. That's who I
cool.
put.
Look, I thought it was good.
I saw that and I was like, okay. F Dot was the only one. I'm sorry.
Damn,
wow,
F Dot, you was the only one.
wow, you put her out there like that. You put her out there like that.
Yo.
Imperfect, you better put on your Christmas list, bro. Sit on a card or something, dog.
I had Benji.
Yoda.
You had Benji.
Yeah.
That was
Gang.
No, that's crazy. Oh, all right.
Uh-oh, it's division in the house. Somebody got to wash dishes.
Okay, I remember looking like, damn, Joey, hold on. That's what I'm like.
Oh shit!
That's not paper. This is Joey paper. Oh, okay. Well, all right. So yeah.
I don't remember. I was being fair though. I was judging down the middle. You feel me? So.
Here's the thing. This is one of those battles where it was this and that. Like even I have and this was he gave both B's, but it was a B and a B plus.
Yeah.
Right.
See that 84 versus the 87. It's a difference. It's a difference.
And if you look,
Hold up. You wrote all that with a lead pencil?
Yeah, bro. It was difficult.
Yo, that was mechanical.
It was
fire, man.
mechanical pencil.
I told number 2 pencils. See, this is why the number 2 pencil is gone. Because them goddamn mechanical pencils, you can't write with them bitches.
Oh my god!
Wow, you rough-handed ass folks.
People working.
You could barely see my shit.
Okay, but
you can see the eyes on mine. That said you had a real good punchline because I was.
Damn, you wrote all of that with a lead. That's crazy.
But yeah.
So now we ain't gonna act like when she saw the mechanical pencil, she wasn't fucking with him. That's all right, Wing. All right.
Hey yo, that's crazy.
It was really close. It was really close, but yes, it was the edge to Blue Strip.
Okay.
All right, next one. Boss moves and power.
Ooh, power. I got power on that one.
I think I had power.
Yeah, I think that's unanimous. So
Round.
Brown.
I don't know that guy.
Hey, you know what though, Wing?
Don't start your shit. We about to
No. This is actually gonna be some positive shit.
Okay.
I went back and I watched that battle. Yeah, nigga. Anyway, hey, Power had some shit in that motherfucking battle when I rewatched that shit. I was like,
okay, can we go to the next battle?
Damn, all right.
Oh,
Nothing against boss moves, but I think we clearly. Okay.
I just feel like power. He commanded the room. That's how I feel.
Was powerful.
Yep. So we can move on.
Come on now, like it was cool. You feel me? He did what he had to do. You feel me? Like, come on, y'all. Like,
he did his thing.
No, because he gonna start thinking he all that now, yo. You feel me? I don't need that, yo. I like humble power.
Hey,
I felt like Boss was supposed to stop the power.
Humility,
right, power. You ain't fit, yo.
is what you gotta have in this process because you never know when you not here anymore. And you in the gulag. So anyway, next one is Ziggy B versus Dylan Drury.
Goddamn Ziggy, bro. God.
I got my notes.
Ziggy Brown.
Yo, I got my notes from this one.
This needs to be the space where I mute everybody.
Woo!
All right. This is the battle where Lawrence had to stop Ziggy's time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we really need to? Do we?
All right.
For the viewers,
Let's go with Dylan first, real quick.
All right.
Because I'm gonna be real. A lot of people will be like, "Oh, he's a white guy. He's supposed to be this, that, and third, right?" I don't care about none of that. In my opinion, I honestly feel Dylan is just missing energy.
That's it.
And demand crowd control. You get what I mean? Because other than that, what you're saying ain't too bad. It's just saying it's like, you see what Uncle Nene just did?
Thank you.
If you're not doing that, what you're doing ain't gonna work, bro. I promise.
KTL had the same problem in Intake 1. The exact same problem. Y'all gotta get some. I don't know. I don't know. You may need to go through some things. To find.
You may need to go through some things.
Wait, we not let this
Hold up. Dylan wasn't bad. Like you said, I agree with everything you were saying. Because the whole evening, both day 1 and day 2, I kept seeing him. I was like, okay, white guy. I want to know, I haven't seen him yet. So I was like, I wonder what he gonna bring to the table. And it, like you say, it wasn't bad. It's not what you say. It's like how you say it. Work on delivery. That's it. Work on delivery.
Another thing.
No.
And I know I got a black t-shirt on. I'm at home right now. I'm comfortable, right? Mm-hmm. You shouldn't look like this in a battle.
Who had the shirt on?
Ziggy. And that said dogs. You could have at least bought a white t-shirt or something and would have been better off. But
that's a whole nother show. We definitely
no.
All of that counts. All of that counts for some reason. Not for me, but
that's not a whole other show. Right here on Sorry It's True podcast. There is a blog where ARP speaks to all of this. Y'all better go do what I asked you to do and go do your research.
Look, just subscribe to the
because he said it already.
Dudes forget females watch battles too.
Yeah, like
they do not care about the bars sometimes. Bro. What you got on is going to keep their attention, and that's something that I've learned.
Hey, look,
what's up, everybody?
I rather my thing is like I don't care. Like I'd rather be extra than not enough. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, say not extra, but like
what y'all had on
to make you like, all right, that guy had this, that, you know what I mean? He looks the part.
Yeah. It don't matter what y'all had on. Me and Ed was talking about y'all.
Man, I can't. That's why
that's grown.
They had me crying over there. Like my stomach was hurting.
So.
Okay,
some of y'all got some nicknames, yo. Like between us, if you got to be there to know.
I will say this. Ziggy, when Ziggy first ran, because I seen him one time before.
Oh Lord!
But I knew it was like I knew he was black or mixed or something or whatever. He touched me back. This is what threw everything off. With the glasses on, he looked like a white guy. So when you take the glasses off, it's like, oh, I can see the melanin in some way in his DNA. And
melanin somewhere.
No, I mean in my observation, it's like he's not Logic. He's like Logic is biracial. J. Cole is biracial. But
I'm crying again, yo. I'm crying again, yo.
But when he had the glasses on, and you thought it was a white guy. And he said, "My nigga said, and Ab said, hold on, my what?" He said, "My what?"
Right.
What's going on?
Hold on, he's black. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a second.
Yo, Ab cannot sit next to me next time I'm trying to judge, man. My fucking stomach was hurting from laughing. It's so much shit I can't say respectfully up here, but
facts, bro. I'm like, yo, cut the mic. Treat it like a space wing and just mute the whole show.
Listen, we gonna leave that there. We gonna stick a pin.
All I'm gonna say about that battle is Dylan, you got to get comfortable, bro. You never looked comfortable up there.
Yeah,
you had some material, but you never looked comfortable.
Right. I say I gave Ziggy B. This is the best Ziggy B I've ever seen.
Yo.
All his battles.
Hold on. Because when people say that, I always ask.
I mean it. I'm not biased about them.
Was it the best Ziggy B because of the lack of the opponent?
Ooh.
No. Just like his opponent could have been better than him. I'm just saying in general, what Ziggy brought to this table this day was the best I've ever seen. I always liked his work and thought he could rap, But listening and watching what he did, it's like, wait, hold on.
Material.
You're not bringing that local stuff to the top tier level.
Right.
That's one of the biggest things I was looking for this whole event. Who's going to bring this local material to the top tier level?
And not for nothing, I feel like his X-Men performance.
I'm being real.
I feel like his X-Men performance in the intake he went a level up from that. So I had to ask, all right. So I
get an A plus.
And I did see that we all had Ziggy. So I know. Okay. Moving right along.
The chat is crazy, man.
That's it was crazy. AI. Oh my God.
Moving right along. All right.
Let's go.
Lord Jesus.
A white Hawaiian. What is a white Hawaiian?
Yo, I can't even see the chat.
Lord.
Man, the chat is wild, yo. That's
all right. Knight the Poet and King Madison versus King Madison. Now, let me say this before we go there, and I don't feel like we got to take a whole lot of time with this one anyway. I just had to give a moment of silence because that's
okay, I know which one you're talking about.
Hey, how you
You ready to go night, nigga?
How you go angle and then drop the haymaker wing?
All
All right.
If ARP drops this battle, y'all will get it, and if he don't, y'all had to be there.
He gonna send y'all a text message. He gonna send that shit in text message.
Yo, that's crazy.
When you y'all want to play this, I'm this, I'm that, I beat this person that's been on the intake, I beat a brick, I did all that. Listen, if you are not off the porch past the mailbox, you don't understand what you are getting yourself into. If y'all keep writing stop writing for crowd reaction. You're not ready for that.
Right.
And unfortunately, Knight was looking for crowd reaction because maybe whoever he was spinning his rounds to, felt like it was hot like fire or whatever. I don't know.
I blame them.
But
go my fault, Wayne. I blame them though.
And fight through that shit, bro. Like
fire your friends.
Fight, you gotta fight through it too. If the crowd not fucking with you, you gotta fight through it. Get your material off.
You completely threw in the towel. And I mean, you didn't even fight. You don't know. There's two battles. There's the building battle and there's the cam battle. You don't know what that could have been on camera. And he just gave up.
Yeah. But they're saying battle rap, sometimes the worst than getting booed is no reaction.
It's no reaction. And
so sometimes you just gotta call it.
Right.
No, you know.
It wasn't even that he choked. He just did not. Bars that he felt would hit. They didn't react to
it. Was average.
He allowed
local material.
Local material.
In the top 10
local material.
Shout out to the local material.
Here's the thing. He's from Memphis. I lived in Memphis for a very long time. Shout out to IMBL Dutch and the Nashville League Renegade that had partnered with 3BL Gorilla. So I've always been, between their battle rap events when I could make them. And a lot of the guys that I know from that area, as well as Arkansas, as a matter of fact, that was something I always told them. A lot of them did, it was battle rap for fun, but you had a lot of talent. But that local shit doesn't work everywhere. You have to really, you got to culture yourself. And you really got to bring different type of material. Some of them are artists, music, they rap, but they're more creative in their raps than they are in their battles. And so when that's where you compete on these levels, they don't know how to deal with it. When you're getting the action at home, but then you come here, you're by yourself, and nobody wants to hear you.
Yeah, that's why you got to be outside, though. That's why you got to be outside. You know what I mean?
Off the porch, past
right. Because as long as you
down the street.
Yeah, as long as you just battle rapping, them folks in your backyard around your way.
Space Baby Wayne say you niggas got community access bars, goddamn it. Step y'all shit up. Get syndicated, goddamn it.
Hey.
just battling at the home league all the time. You got to step outside.
Y'all get y'all YMCA battling bars ass on somewhere.
EJ, leave
What?
people alone, bro.
My fault.
You gotta chill.
Madison won this battle. I hate the fact that he really didn't get a fight. That's my biggest thing. I really do hate the fact that he didn't get a fight. His material was, for me, outstanding. He ascended 2 from his intake 1 performance, and it's just sad that, you know, if it doesn't drop, I'm sorry, Madison, but again, you know, we do like the quality more than anything else. So, you know, it happens. But I did give it, obviously, to King Madison.
Well,
all right.
I had 9:30.
You've coined the phrase "local material," yo. That's
it's coin, bro.
Let's go. Local material is crazy.
Hey, shout out to you, bro, with the local material. Goddamn.
I appreciate it.
On to our next battle now.
all right.
Listen, all right. King Shadow versus Ape.
We're gonna get some different.
Gracious.
But I remember
Wayne.
Both of them.
Cool.
Listen.
Ape gives me he's not a Atlanta feel. He's Georgia.
Yeah.
See Wing, you ain't say Georgia.
Yeah.
It's like
he's like a David Banner type of rapper to me.
Hey, Wing, Ape is like swamp mixed with T-top. I'm telling
you. His feel, that boy. I don't know if y'all past Detroit fans. Back in the that, he raps like that.
Oh yeah.
He raps like that. He raps the 3-6.
He definitely went crazy.
That shit was like, oh my, hold on. And then, boy, my name ain't Wayne. Like,
your name is W-A.
With the Wayne.
Your name is Space Baby
Wayne.
And Wayne said,
I mean, I actually gave it to Shadow, but this was a great battle. The
I didn't see this on camera.
I really dug this battle for real.
Oh yeah, the battle was fire as hell. I also gave it to King Shadow, but the battle was great.
Yeah, I gave it to him too. I agree. It was battle. It was fire.
Shadow has a level of writing that's just like wow. You know what I mean? So for Ape to even really contend with him, with bars, performance, like aggression, like that shit was just
that goddamn.
I don't remember what I rated Ape.
Ape had that goddamn diarrhea bar. Diarrhea. Man, hey.
Yes, that was fire.
Ape was cooking in that motherfucker. I had Ape. Y'all can do what y'all do, but I had Ape. I like to be entertained, goddamn it. I flew all these goddamn hours, 14 motherfucking planes, flights, walking, goddamn bus fare. I wasn't on no bus. But anyway, it was just a long goddamn time. So I felt like I needed to be entertained. So I know y'all want to hear a bunch of goddamn bars and a bunch of niggas sing metaphors, double entendres, axiom, idioms, and all that shit back and forth each other. But I want to fucking laugh and have some goddamn fun.
I agree. I think it was kind of unanimous with all of us that we gave it to Shadow. But
I just say I had Ape, ain't that about a bitch?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Oh, you had
I want to be entertained. Like, shout out to Shadow, because like I like lyricism too. Like I felt like but I want to be entertained. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Wayne. Georgia was in the building. Georgia.
Right, look, I hear you. We hear you over here, EJ, but still.
I ain't mad at you.
It's all good. It's all good.
F. Dot had him perfect, so you know it's okay.
See,
right there you go. There you go.
Go ahead.
All right, next battle: Hollywood Heme versus Coke.
I look like that because I like Dr. Pepper, Wing. Coke, how you let a nigga beat you that stumbled and choked in his round?
Oh yeah.
Hey, I ain't even gonna hold you.
I'm gonna keep it 100.
He stumbled and he
stumbled, bro. Real talk.
Right,
I'm just gonna keep it funky.
Yeah,
He come from the
that was crazy.
old battle rap rules. You choke, you lose. You couldn't even get that nigga the loss.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna say this, and this is the craziest thing in the world. I'm actually editing a video that's supposed to drop with Coke highlights in it, right? From what I'm hearing in my highlight video compared to what I saw on Sunday, nah, bruh. Dang.
Wait, that's the thing for me. That's the shit that pisses me off. Like, what scuffs my Kyrie's is that you niggas send footage and then I take my time and do my due diligence and watch some of your beginning battles, the ones that you sent me, to your most recent. And then y'all have the audacity, the unmitigated goal to come on each stage and y'all don't get that same shit. No, bro. No.
Yeah, Salute Entertainment. She like Kyrie's.
Can be one of those guys, but it's just that wasn't that was disappointing for me, bro. That was very disappointing for me.
Absolutely.
Those are the things that hurt Osiris and Trap Bandicoot too. We had heard them do better performances, so we was looking forward to hearing some of these niggas. And I hear you with the adages too, Uncle Nini. We was looking forward to hearing from you too, sir. Sorry about what happened to you, but yeah, we were looking forward to these performances. You know what I mean? So when y'all don't come at least to the level, like if Patti LaBelle come and she's singing "Don't Kick Off Her Goddamn Shoes," I didn't go to no motherfucking Patti LaBelle concert.
You gotta do at least that.
Hey, I'm telling you gotta kick them off for sure. But I'm telling you, I think it's down. All I can goddamn make it make sense with is the pressure, because if you have an ability to write, to where Wing is like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna give you a shot. You shouldn't get up there and be half-ass or mediocre or light or whatever or full of filler or whatever. But it's like you said, it's probably a lot of overthinking going on. Where it's like, this RBE, I gotta do this. I gotta make sure I'm da-da-da, and then you fuck it all up.
Okay, so interrupt. Let's get to these last two battles, and what we'll do is, for those in the chat, go over to the breakdown crew and let's finish off because we got to do this reveal too. But we got to close out on this. So we know that we gave it to Hollywood Heen.
Yep.
Next battle is Primetime OG Prime.
Oh yeah.
It's clearly.
Jesus.
Clearly.
OG Prime.
Okay.
I thought
he lost that man. He lost his mind. Yeah. He lost his mind.
Hey,
that was my performer of the night out of the intake was OG Prime. Like that's the one name that I remember. That's the one that I was waiting for y'all to get to.
Yeah.
And his breakdown, he killed that shit. I don't even want to talk about it.
Like,
I just want y'all to know that is my pick of the night. I don't care what y'all think.
OG Prime, right?
Yes, sir. OG Prime.
Yes.
The boy with the blue one with the hat. Yeah, him. That one.
Yeah.
I remember.
I want to see him as Ziggy.
Oh shit.
Man, listen.
Ooh.
We on the same page, bro.
That's me. That's what I want to see.
Hey, with the church pickup.
Prime time, you need to go down to your local county courthouse tax office and change your motherfucking name, sir.
Yeah.
Whoop you out your name, bruh.
Next.
Yeah.
Caution is calling me time at the event, sir.
Yeah, he was like his name is
Again, for the reveal, come on over to the Breakdown Crew channel on YouTube. Last battle, K2 versus Preem.
Oh.
I had Preem with the old school.
Yeah, he nice.
He was fire.
This ain't my first time seeing him
rap
either.
that slow and keep me what is the word, enthralled with what he's about to say next.
Yeah,
Y'all fucking with that shit.
Heavy meal, you feel me? It's like the slow cooker. You feel me? With the beef stew, with the veggies in there, the potatoes, the biscuits is in the oven. He just slow cooking it. You feel me? He's slow cooking it. He got the ribs on. You feel me? On the grill. Like yo, it's up.
Mm-hmm.
He look like he'll fuck a grill up, yo. Don't
rotisserie.
I didn't like James. I didn't like the Mary Jane theme song in the beginning.
At all.
And you know what's
I was
crazy?
like,
We all
no,
sung the song, but we was like, "Why are you doing this, K2? You
I
didn't have to do that. You
I
could've
was like, no, I don't
yeah,
like
he
it.
should
I
never
ain't
did
gonna
that.
lie, that had me confused. I was a little confused on that. Like, what the hell? You know what I mean? I was
I was
looking
like,
around like, where the DJ at? What the fuck he cut that shit off?
Yeah.
you just wasted like 30 seconds. Like, is he about to do stand up? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
I didn't understand that when they what they was doing.
That was the wrong choice. It was the
Yeah.
wrong choice. The wrong stage to do that on. Especially when Preem came and did what he did. Yeah, that was absolutely not.
I hated his ending also. I'm sorry. The end of his round was stupid. It was like nobody knew he stopped. Nobody knew the round was over.
Oh, he did kind of like that's time, don't
It was
he?
just
Or,
Let's time though.
Right.
Stop talking. Type thing.
All right. So that's the recap. Unfortunately, now we going over to the breakdown crew. We might talk about the NWO battles, but we will definitely get into the
6, 8, 30.
reveal of the 16. Again, it's the breakdown crew channel. Just type it into the YouTube and it's right there. And we'll be over there. Give me about 10 minutes to set up and we will start it all over again. All right.
6, 8, 30.
And thank you, ARP. Sorry It's True podcast.
Thank you. Yeah, thank y'all.
All right.
And they all left.
Yeah.